I've done a lot of tile in the past, but I've definitely never done stone or anything like this before, so I could be doing everything completely wrong. It could all fall off the wall tomorrow. Honestly, I have no idea.
Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Between all of the rain that we've received, along with everything that's happened with Nitro, we took a small pause on working on the container house and have just been relaxing and taking it easy. And while Cody and I are feeling restless and ready to get back to it, we're not 100% comfortable with leaving our dude alone right now for long periods of time. We were going to work on some outside projects and start getting the area for the shop ready, but instead I think we're going to focus our attention back on the inside and tackle a project that I've been wanting to do for quite a while now. Today we are going to be doing something that has been long awaited, asked for a ton, which is adding some sort of brick or rock behind our fireplace. We originally were going to do brick. We bought so many bricks for this project. We ended up buying more black brick thinking we were gonna go with this, and then with how far I wanted to go up the wall, it would have been a ton of weight on the wall. And so after doing a little bit more research and going to a few places, we found this rock veneer, which is kind of in these little groups, I guess, so it's not individual little pieces, and figured this would be perfect. So we have 2 boxes here. I'm gonna lay it out, get somewhat of a design, and then Cody is going to talk you through exactly how we're gonna be installing it. I'm joking, we bought a ton of brick, and now we're really not even gonna be using it for this project, so I'll have to figure out where to utilize all of this brick that we've purchased for this project, because we've done red brick, we've gotten white brick, we've gotten black brick, and we don't really return any of it, we just keep it. So now I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly I can use all this brick for.
So we can either do 29 inches wide or we can do 35 inches wide.
Hey friends, I wanted to take a really quick second to tell you about today's sponsor, Sweet Night. I personally really loved our old mattress, but it was way too firm for Cody. After a while, he started to experience a lot of back pain and was just really struggling day to day, and so we knew we really needed to make a change. Through our search, Sweet Night reached out to us wanting us to try and review their new Starry Night mattress, and what a difference it has made for Cody in such a short amount of time. We've had this mattress for probably a little over a month now, I'd say, and his sleep has improved significantly. Starry Night has a 4-layer design: a gel transfer cooling layer, a comfort layer, a tempered pocket coil support layer, and a base foam layer. And the best part, it's fiberglass free. With over a decade of mattress design expertise, Sweet Night ensures that your nights are blissful and restful. A good quality mattress is not just a purchase. It is an investment in your well-deserved good night's sleep. Everything that you need to know about this mattress and where to get it will be linked right down in the description. And thank you again so much, Sweet Night, for letting us try this out, helping Cody in his sleep, and sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. So you said 29 or 35? So that'd be the entire length of the back of the board, pretty much?
No, we're gonna have to turn it. So basically 2, like, without this or with this.
I think we should do it all together.
All right.
35.
When the day is longer than the night.
being taken apart, but as you can see, it's really, really dusty and dirty, and this piece, this last piece, hasn't been clicked into place. So I'm gonna vacuum everything up, he's gonna click that into place, and then we should be good to go.
Life won't wait, my dear. Don't be late. Don't be falls across the land, and your lover's reaching you the hand.
Hi, Bubby. I had to put some sweatpants on because it's kind of chilly. We have the windows open, and while it's sunny, it's still pretty chilly. I'm gonna lay some towels out and then start on working on the design while Cody figures out kind of exactly how he wants to do it and all of the pieces he's gonna have to cut. I'm gonna start laying out the actual design itself, so that way we can just, once we have everything figured out, we can literally just pick it up and put it on the wall instead of having to sit there and figure it out. We got this from Winsville Brick and Block, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's the name of the store. So it comes in 3 different sizes, so when you put it up together, it makes one nice size rectangle. These do not need mortar in between them. They butt up to each other, and you don't fill anything in the middle. This should be fairly easy. It's just a couple specialty pieces that he's trying to figure out. I know he's starting the bottom with the long piece, the shortest, and then the middle. And now I'm gonna work my way up, interchanging the design, creating kind of like a pattern for us. And the reason that I'm interchanging each line versus just doing the opposite, which would be this, is because then I'm gonna have a weird middle line running all the way down. So if we interchange them each row, then that's gonna kind of prevent that from happening, which is another reason why I wanna lay them out first, because you can kind of see if you have any weird little lines like that. So.
So that would put us right about here.
You're taking up all of the shorter
Yeah, but we have
pieces.
extra rows.
That's what but we don't have any more of the short pieces. You took up all of, or the medium pieces.
There's one more over by the, okay, yeah, that's fine because it'll all be under the, There's one more over there. Is that enough rows? Let me check. Oh, here it is.
That's the design.
I think that'll work.
So basically what he did is he used all of these same size medium pieces to kind of build out a hole, so that way he's not having to make a bunch of different cuts to make it circular. He can just set that right inside, and then we were a row over, so that gave us enough pieces to be able to fix it and finagle it. Is finagle a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now that we have everything laid out and measured, for our next step, we're going to be getting our piece of concrete backer board ready. So we need to do our measurements and our cutouts for our air intake for the stove, as well as the chimney or flue exit through the wall. So that's what we're doing next.
There's several ways that you can do this. I've seen some people remove the drywall that's round and then attach the backer board directly to the studs. That's not how we're doing it. We're gonna be attaching the backer board directly to the wall and not even worrying about pulling what's the drywall that's there, that's currently off, which means there's gonna be just ever so slight gap. I'll show you. Which means there's just gonna be just the tiniest little gap. So we'll take some fire resistant sealant or something of the sort, caulk, and just kind of fill it in along the edges. The reason we're doing it like this versus taking the drywall completely down is honestly out of laziness. We just don't really want to. It's not 100% necessary, so we're not going to bother with it.
I love you, but you're really in my way right now. What do you think? Does it look good?
He has everything laid out on the backer board. Everything is traced out. He knows exactly where he needs to cut. So we have to move everything back over on the towel so he can get the backer board cut.
So everything looks good except the bottom of the panel comes up a little bit too high right here for the shroud to be able to fit on. So I'm gonna trim it a little bit more and then we should be able to screw it into place. So the next thing that I know that we have to do for sure is trim these two little blocks off the end right here. That way we have enough room for that shroud to be able to fit on the wall. So I'm gonna take my chisel and hammer and just try and knock these two little sides off.
Oh man. Well, at least we have extras of those. We have a lot of extra. We can just grab another one. Just you have to salvage that one. We don't have extras of those.
Alright, will you go grab me another one of these big ones?
Yeah, for sure.
It's gotta be like one with a little piece like this.
Okay. I think this one's your best bet. Because that's really thick, but this is a little bit more shallow right there. Why don't you give that one a shot?
Just where they might be too big.
Okay. We can do this one, or you can even do this one. It's just really thick.
Nothing else?
Mm-mm. Nice.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Maya, those paw pads are atrocious. Cody, we have to trim her paw pad hairs. That is insane. Maya, girl.
Yeah, it should still cover it just fine. So right now I'm just trying to make the custom piece for the top of the air intake for the stove right here.
have like roots.
I've done a lot of tile in the past, but I've definitely never done stone or anything like this before, so I could be doing everything completely wrong. It could all fall off the wall tomorrow. Honestly, I have no idea.
From what I've read, we're doing it right. I'm just not 100% understanding why it's not wanting to stick to the backer board all the way.
Yeah, it's been really hard to find information on this.
So we did find that if you added, like if you sprayed not just the rock, but also sprayed the backer board, that helped it stick, and we have noticed that. So I think we're just gonna start soaking everything.
All right, so everything's good and dry now. The wall is pretty solid, so we're gonna go ahead and finish up around the perimeter of it with the rest of the mason mix that we had left over in the scrap bag. Could be doing this wrong. Like I said, don't know, but gonna figure it out.
So it's like a cake.
Kinda.
We're still definitely gonna have to do some paint touch-ups, and then probably when everything's dry, grab a sander and kind of sand what we can off, but I think it looks pretty good. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be the prettiest, because when I do paint touch-ups later, I'll fix all of it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to touch up some stuff.
What's wrong?
Well, it definitely doesn't look great.
I think you're beating yourself up. I think it looks fine, and once we paint, like do paint touch-ups, it'll look great.
Yeah.
You've never done this before. I think it looks great for never having done this
I've done
before.
a little bit of tuck pointing, but never any stonework like this. Just fixing stuff that's already there.
Yeah, I'll just kind of sand off down a line and then do paint touch-ups, and it'll be
I mean,
fine.
I guess it looks better than it did.
If anything, maybe the top looks a little rough, but we're gonna have a mantle there, so I don't think it's really gonna make much of a difference.
Yeah.
I think it's that thing that is causing the issues.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going over the wall texture and the brick texture, so it's not gonna make it perfect.
He's almost done, and then I will kind of give y'all an overlook of what it looks like. Cody already put the fireplace back last night, so we don't have to worry about that. And then once everything is completely dry, then I will go back and probably sand the edges and do paint touch-ups. That's not going to be in this video, however, it needs to dry. And then we'll also be adding a mantle, like I said, which will kind of hide up a little bit of that front portion. So once he's done, I'll clean it all up, and then I'll show you what it looks like.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand?